Hi, the news about UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson's diagnosis with coronavirus infection is everywhere. And today I'm going to discuss this with you, and with focus on how we can learn from this incident. And before we talk more, let's have a look at this announcement made by Prime Minister Johnson himself.
Hi folks, I want to bring you up to speed with something that's happening today, which is that I've developed mild symptoms of the coronavirus, that's to say a temperature and a persistent cough, and on the advice of the Chief Medical Officer I've taken a test that has come out positive, so I am working from home, I'm self-isolating, and that's entirely the right thing to do, but be in no doubt that I can continue, thanks to the wizardry of modern technology, to communicate with all my top team to lead the national fight back against coronavirus. And I want to thank everybody who's involved. I want to thank, of course.
And this is really tragic accident, as the head of this government and also the leader to hand this war against this virus. And he's get sick. And what is more important is that beside the Prime Minister and his Health Secretary Matt Hancock also test positive. So as the Health Minister, and he was tested positive for the coronavirus, and also the Chief Medical Officer, Professor Chris Whitty, and also report symptoms and went to self-isolation. So the three most important people in the UK in this war against this coronavirus are sick. And the Prime Minister and the Health Secretary and the Chief Medical Officer. And they're supposed to lead this United Kingdom's response to the pandemic. Now, Johnson, Hancock, Whitney, they must do so from quarantine. But as we know this, the cases in the UK continue to surge. It is really tough. This is war, and we lost three most important generals. We don't lose, but we get the general gets sick, and that should have some impact on this the war to this virus. So what do we learn from this incident? And first of all, it's first affirmed that the virus is highly contagious. We know as a Prime Minister of one of the superpower in the world, and he has superb working and living conditions. I don't think he should have any worry about daily life, which such as grocery shopping and public transportation, and please that you have potential contamination and these people to protect him. But for people like us, ordinary people, we have so many daily routines. We need to go to work, and we need to do grocery shopping. We need to use public transportation such as buses and also the subways. So that so many chances for us or for the ordinary people and to have the chance to contact the virus. Another thing is that even in such a society, and the Prime Minister should be well protected person, so he still get this disease that indicate, and the general population will have much more chance to get this virus infection. And it looks like really, really tough And also, this also indicates the huge population of the people already infected by this virus. And the sixth thing we want to talk about is government react to this pandemic of coronavirus is kind of slow. They act too slow and don't think it serious, because even so, it's hard for other countries like China, and they don't know how serious this infection can be. So as soon as they find it so serious, basically shut down the country for more than 1 month. So now China is really in good control of the situation. And also another thing we can learn from this is that the prime minister failed to lead by example. Apparently that they have so many advisors around him and they have so many resources for him, so he still gets this disease. And so that means they failed to keep proper distance from the other peoples. And this, so in leadership position, should practice what they preach. If leaders don't adhere to their own recommendations, and this undermines trust in them, which in turn will undermine the population's adherence to the advice. Of course, that you always need to make sure you follow all these pandemic procedures. That is really important. Another thing is testing. You see, it's really clear that they have very limited testing. Like even the prime minister, and they test this potential coronavirus infection only after he had symptoms. And for such important people, they should have, I guess, they should have some doctors provide service to him, and he should know he already contacted so many people that potentially already get this virus. So he should do routine checkup, because he's so important. He's the general for the war against this coronavirus. And another thing is tracing this virus. Based on my search, I tried to find out where's the prime minister get this virus. I don't get the answer. So they don't know where this virus come from. And so that's really important, because why we need to do diagnostic work. We need to identify the enemy. And then second step, after identify enemy, we know where the virus is going. So in this case, we can have selective social distancing, selective self isolation, and select quarantine. And that is really important for us to know this. And we also know that based on experience in China, South Korea, and we know the lockdown is working. And even so, in UK, they practice such lockdown, but it's not really in a very strict way. So that's why it causes the virus continues to spread. And that is really important. We still need to follow exactly the protocol to lock down country for a certain period of time to make sure all the virus can die down. Another important thing is still we have limited knowledge about this coronavirus. And we know that even we don't know how this virus is transmitted. and how long the virus stay in the air on the surface. From Boris Johnson's case, it looks like this is really aerosol transmission, because I guess everywhere primaries go, they must have some kind of decontamination, and it's hard for it to touch this hot surface to get this airness, and so people close to him and be transmit this virus to him through aerosol. And so we need to have more knowledge about the virus and about transmission, and that's important. So if we have the knowledge, then we can prevent this virus from transmit from people to people. Last time it says Boris Johnson said he going even so sick, he is going to continue to run the government, and he's working from his sick bed, and this is going to be routine for many people. And we know that 85% people have mild symptoms, so they can continue to work, and that can be the routine for the general population. And even so we infect with virus, we have mild symptoms, we may still need to continue work. And also another thing that we can use video communication, and that will be the trend. So just like Boris Johnson work at home, so you can have effective communication through the videos. And this is the update for today. I wish to see you in my next video. Bye.